made that up. He never got all of the wealthy, happy, healthy people from the world's 10 largest cities together. He doesn't know what they would have said. Well, let me tell you something. There are a lot of things that Proctor doesn't know, but this isn't one of them. I do know what those successful people would have told you. What I have just shared with you is what every successful person subscribes to. Every successful person, without exception, believes what I just told you to be the very foundation for any success. Successful people have disagreed on many points, but they have all been in complete and unanimous agreement on that one point. There is probably more information available today on goals than at any other time in the recorded history of civilization. And yet, it seems there are only 3 or 4 people out of 100 who properly select and then enjoy the achievement of a goal the kind that I described. Why? Why are there so few? Well, oddly enough, I have the answer to that as well. There's a tremendous power which is continually at work, battling to prevent you and me from establishing such a goal. 97 times out of 100 up to this point, that negative limiting force has been winning the battle. It has kept 97% of the population wishing positive and thinking negative. This type of thinking causes a person to see their weaknesses. And ultimately, when they continue thinking that way, they give up on themselves. This force not only surrounds you, it is in every cell of your entire being. The purpose of this recorded message is to assist you in developing an opposing force which is infinitely more powerful than the negative force. A power which will enable you to receive all of the good that you desire. A power which will cause strange and wonderful things to happen in your life with constant regularity. I want to suggest keep playing it over and over again until you are completely satisfied that you have selected a goal that will fit the description I have given you, one that is worthy of you. Keep playing and listening to this message until you are totally convinced you are on the right track toward the achievement of that goal. Doing what I have just suggested could be compared to receiving a blank check that you could fill in cash. In fact, it is even more valuable than that. Cashing a check will merely put money in your pocket. Doing what I suggested will guarantee you happiness, health, along with financial independence. We can do so much more than we give ourselves credit for. We have an incredible, unlimited resource available to us. It would shock the average person if they knew just how much they could achieve in life if they but tried, if they used what they had available. Most people do not understand how much potential they have. A number of years ago, a Los Angeles newspaper published an amazing story of a woman named Frances Evita. She was a frail 100-pound woman who lifted an automobile, the portion of which weighed over 900 pounds, off the head of her brother and saved his life. Lifting that automobile would have been an incredible feat for even a rugged 200-pound football player. But she summoned up superhuman strength upon the command of her mind. People often give up on a big goal because they would have to stretch. Stretching, for the most part, is uncomfortable. So they abandon the great idea or the goal. If you are to win and win big in life, you will have to learn flexibility. Everyone has a comfort zone determined by their conditioning. The important thing is to be willing to grow and to change. Succeeding in life may require you to do things which are uncomfortable. Do it anyway. Before we continue, we should probably investigate that negative force I mentioned, which attempts to rob us of life. Because, as I previously mentioned, it is winning the battle with a clear 97% of the population. You will remember I pointed out how terribly devious this negative power is. It attacks us from the outside while it is draining the life force from within. Outside of us, this power is referred to as our environment. I'm not referring to the damage which is being done